Check this out, guys. We have Hogwarts in Minecraft, and this is just one of the many fantasy maps we're going to take a look at today. Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back. Today we are going to be taking a look at another collection of maps. This time it's going to be 6 different fantasy maps. Now if you guys do enjoy this series, be sure to take 1 second to crush that like button. The more you support the series, the more these videos will be uploaded. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Now the first fantasy world we're gonna check out includes this amazing Deathstar. Check this out, guys. It's a huge Deathstar. It's currently in progress to blowing up another planet, and it just looks really amazing and very fierce. Now what's cool about this map is that it has an interior, and this interior of course includes the Millennium Falcon. I mean, how much better can this map get, guys? Check this out. We have the Millennium Falcon located inside of the Deathstar. I'm not really sure what it's doing over here, but there's also some other decorations scattered across the entire map. I mean, this map is huge on the interior. We can't take a look at every single detail, but when you guys do download it, you will have a lot of fun exploring this massive deadly machine. Alright, so let's go ahead and exit the Deathstar through this hangar over here. As you guys can see, there's multiple hangars located across the Deathstar itself, and it just looks really cool. And there's a bunch of TIE fighters in there, which is kind of awesome. I mean, I didn't expect it to be up there. Anyways, guys, that is pretty much going to be the first map. Yet again, I'm not going to go over every single thing in detail. This is just to showcase some maps for you guys to download and enjoy. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at the next fantasy world. So here we are on the next map, and this is going to be King's Landing from Game of Thrones. Yes, guys, we have a map from Westeros over here, and I'm mainly going to focus on the Red Keep, which is right in front of me, instead of focusing on like this entire gigantic city. And it's really cool, and if you guys do download it, you could kind of find a sept somewhere in the city. I mean, if you watched the recent episode, it's probably not there anymore, but either way, it's definitely really cool. So here we are in the Red Keep, and this also includes the throne room, which is on the right hand side, and of course that contains the Iron Throne. For some reason on this map itself, it's kind of missing because there's pistons or whatever, and I assume that the Iron Throne gets built, but either way, this is the throne room, and it looks really magnificent, and it's really cool. I mean, if you're fans of the Westeros worlds, I mean, you'll really enjoy this, and it's by far one of the best fantasy maps in Minecraft. Here we are on our next map, and this list will not be completed unless we of course included Hogwarts. So check this out, guys. We have the entire Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, and it just looks absolutely amazing. Yet again, if you're a fan of this series, you would love this map. We have all of the iconic locations. Unfortunately for me, I didn't really watch too much of the Harry Potter movies, but because I was a fan of another series, which I'll get to in just a second. But either way, this place looks really cool, and I can imagine, being a hardcore fan, this would just be absolutely incredible. I mean, you could download this and make the entire Hogwarts your home, your personal survival area, and it's just really cool. And the only thing I really remember from Hogwarts is this tree that tried to kill Harry and his friends, and yeah, I think it was pretty deadly. Either way, as you guys can see, it is absolutely massive, and it includes pretty much anything. I wonder if there's a Quidditch area over here. That would definitely be pretty interesting, but I don't think there is. So either way, this is Hogwarts, and we can maybe check out the interior for a second, but yet again, you'll have to do most of the exploring on your own. Alright, so this seems to just lead to a dead end for some reason, so I guess we won't be doing a lot of exploration. But either way, like I said, this map is very impressive, and it looks really, really amazing. So this fantasy world is one of the reasons why I never got into Harry Potter, because after watching this fantasy world, it's really hard to get into anything else because it's sort of like meh. But check this out, guys. We have the city of Gondor, Minas Tirith, here in Minecraft. This is amazing. Check out this absolutely massive, absolutely huge, gigantic, enormous city. I mean, I need to turn my computer all the way up to the max just to load up half of it. It has all of the siege weapons for when they were under siege at the end of the third movie, as well as if you come all the way to the bottom, you can see really how big this thing is. I mean, it goes all the way up to the sky. It's built into a a mountain, and it has a lot of white blocks because of course it's a very white city. And what I mean by that is just like glowing white in the movies itself, and it just looks really amazing. As well as we have this thing over here, I'm not sure what they call that, but it's a really awesome feature for a city. I mean, I have not seen a city like this in a fantasy world that looks just as great. I mean, there's nothing that looks like this. This is incredible. Either way, guys, that's how the city looks. Check that out. There's a lot of places to explore. You can download this, add it to your server, play with some of your friends, and rule over Gondor for yourself with some awesome role-playing. So over here, we do have the courtyard at the top, as well as our palace, or whatever you would call that, the Steward's Keep, or the future area for Aragorn to kind of live in. But as you guys can see, it's just really cool, and I really love it. Either way, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up this fantasy world. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next one. So this map is going to be very different from the worlds that we just took a look at. It's no Lord of the Rings, it's no Harry Potter, it doesn't come close to Star Wars or to Westeros, but either way, it is amazing, and it's Bikini Bottom. Of course, guys, we cannot do a fantasy list without Bikini Bottom, and this is a new map for 1.9 as well as its own MCPE, so you guys can enjoy that as well. And it includes these really lovely built buildings, of course, and just the entire neighborhood and city of Bikini Bottom. So let's just go ahead and quickly go over some houses that you guys may recognize, and then we could maybe take a look at the interior of some of them. Alright, so of course the first one is the neighborhood that SpongeBob lives in with Squidward and Patrick. This is SpongeBob's pineapple house, and right next to it we have Squidward's house, which looks really cool, and finally Patrick's house. Alright, so let's go ahead and quickly take a look at the interior of Patrick's house, and then you guys can explore Squidward and SpongeBob's house on your own. Either way, you would just flick this lever, and since it's a 1.9 map, it should go ahead and use command blocks. As you guys can see, we are now teleporting on the inside, and I am using shaders, so it's really dark, but either way, it's kind of cool, and everything is made out of sand. Let me just quickly turn off shaders so you guys can see. And as you can tell, it is just really neat. So this is basically Patrick's house. Not a lot of decorations, but all of the buildings on this map has decorations, which I find to be something really awesome. Alright, so now we step on this pressure plate to come back outside, and then I can turn back on my shaders so the map looks great again. Alright, so now let's go ahead and take a look at some of the other buildings that you might recognize. On this side, we do have the Lazy Lagoon, or the Goon Lagoon. I'm not really sure what you call it because I haven't watched SpongeBob in a really long time, but there is the lagoon where everyone just parties on the beach. Right next to that we have Sandy's treehouse, which is of course inside that dome. Yet again, you could go inside and check out all of the decorations. Even inside our treehouse there is decorations, which is really awesome. Over here we have Mr. Krabs' house, as well as Mrs. Puff's house right next to him. And then on that side we have some grocery shops, and of course the Krusty Krab. And the Krusty Krab is right next to the kelp shake place, as well as Plankton's chum bucket. So yeah, all of these things are really awesome. Yet again, it's decorated on the inside, so you can check it out. And then on this side, we of course have all of the other buildings that you guys may recognize. For instance, we have the mall itself, and we can just peek on through the window. As you guys can see, yet again, decorated on the inside. We have some vehicles and some boatmobiles, as well as the city itself. And also, we have jellyfish fields with gigantic, massive jellyfishes all over the place. And you could definitely enjoy this because it looks really cool. So yeah, guys, check that out. That is awesome. I mean, it's a lot bigger than SpongeBob's house even, so I'm pretty sure he's not catching those anytime soon. And of course, these things sticking off of the ground are kelp, and they're just waving around in the water. Alright, so now let's go ahead and take a look at this section of the city. That way you guys could, get a good look at what everything is all about over here. Alright, so on this side we should have a few more iconic buildings. I think Bikini Bottom's boating school is over here, or Mrs. Puff's boating school, and yeah, it's pretty accurate. So as you guys can see, this looks really cool, and it's just amazing. I mean, this definitely allows you to jump into the world of SpongeBob. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the next map. Alright, so the next map we're going to take a look at might not be as popular as all of the other ones, but it is the Lego City map. Check this out, guys. It's a huge, massive structure yet again. I mean, all of these maps are just gigantic. They're super detailed, and it's pretty much the Lego City, and it's really awesome. I do have to say, I've never actually watched a Lego movie, but this place looks really epic. I mean, just check this out, guys. We have all of the different buildings, and just in general for a city in Minecraft, it's really stunning, I do have to admit. Alright, so as you guys can see, there's just a lot of decorations and a lot of realistic looking buildings and whatnot. So this is definitely one of these maps that you will have to check out if you enjoy maps in Minecraft. So anyways, guys, that basically wraps up today's video. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to take 1 second to smack that like button if you want to see more videos like this, as well as don't forget to leave a comment down below and suggest a topic that you would like to see for the next collection of maps. Also, if you watched all the way to the end, type in hashtag Team Twist into the comments so I know how awesome you are, as well as don't forget to subscribe to see when I post my new videos. Anyways, this was Twist, and I'll see you guys next time.